آمين. والصلاة والسلام على أسعد الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن دعا بدعوته واستنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today being 24th of Sha'ban 1444 is equivalent to 17th of March 2023. Sha'ban is waving goodbye and Ramadan is approaching. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to witness the month of Ramadan. Today's khutbah is our khutbah number 52 and the topic is Shahru Ramadan, the month of Ramadan. Quickly, the message in the khutbah is one, the welcoming of the month because of its blessings. It's a blessed month that the Prophet ﷺ used to say a glad tidings to his Sahaba. He used to welcome the month before the commencement of fasting. He said to them that a blessed month is here, a month where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala close all the gates of hellfire and open all the gates of mercy, the gates of paradise. And in the month, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to free so many servants from hellfire in every night. Every night of the month, from the first night, a caller will announce that the month of Ramadan is here, the month of forgiveness, the month where gates of mercy are open and the gates of hellfire are closed. Or you who wishes good for himself, you should come closer. You should concentrate, have focus in what is required of you to do in the month. And all you who does evil, you should stop. This is happening every night when the moon is sighted. So this month is very important. It was the month of Ramadan, the fasting of the month of Ramadan was prescribed in the second year after Hijrah. Initially, the ruling at the beginning was that you have a choice of whether to fast or to feed. And peradventure, you sleep off and you could not eat your iftar, it means you are going to continue. You are not eating anything again till tomorrow at time of feast, Maghrib. So later it was reviewed to our current ruling. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prescribed that in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 183, 184, 85. They are all talking about fasting. The first is Ya alladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Fasting is prescribed upon us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the call specifically to the believers that the fasting is prescribed upon us as it was to nations before us. And the aim is for us to have taqwa, the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, consciousness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the sole aim of fasting. So fasting should draw you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This topic is brought because of the fact that next week by this time, inshallah, we are expecting the commencement of Ramadan, perhaps on Thursday or Friday, depending on the sighting of the moon. And it is the first thing before starting the fast. The moon should be announced that it is sighted, and it must not be that you see it yourself. There are people that are uh, that are handling that. The Sultan of Sokoto is in charge, and his team. They are those to announce. Ours is to obey. They are our leaders, saying that you are not going to commence fasting except you see it with your naked eyes is not found in authentic prophetic narration, prophetic tradition. He used to admit when it is said to him that they've sighted. He used to agree, even if he did not see the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is the first. And secondly, we are expected to have the intention of fasting the whole month. Even though there are sayings on this, the Malikiya are of the view that after making the first intention before the commencement, it will suffice the whole month. But the best ruling is that of the general scholars, where they say you are to renew your intention in every night. You should sleep with your intention before fasting. This is the most authentic view. And then there are things you are to observe. We've made mention in our khutbah number 51, the preparation that are expected of you, things you are to put in place, your targets in the month of Ramadan. It's actually the month of Quran. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. So you are to make the Quran your priority in this month. You recite it more than you used to do. The Prophet used to receive Angel Jibril in every night of Ramadan, and they used to recite it together, they study it together. So it is advisable for us to have the complete reward in this month by reciting the Quran, reflecting to its meanings, attending where Quran is recited and translated, the interpretation, the tafsir. You are urged to be attending that because of the fact that the month is the month of Quran. And there should be difference in your acts. There should be difference. People should know that we are in Ramadan. The feeling should not be the same. When you are fasting and when you are not fasting should not be the same. This is what Jabir bin Abdullah said. He said that when you are fasting, it does not mean that you abstain from just eating and drinking or having intimacy with your family. This is part of it. But also, you are to abstain from all foul talks, hearing what is prohibited, should abstain from all that, and your actions should indicate that you are in the month of Ramadan. And then you are to do more good in this month as you have the plan previously. Should implement, look forward to implementation of your plans. The recitation, visitations, nawafil, tarawih. The Prophet said that if you stand behind the Imam till the end, you will be rewarded. Your past sins will be forgiven. So you also endeavor to observe that. And then taking your sahur should also be your priority. The Prophet ﷺ recommended that in an authentic hadith. He said that it is the difference between our fasting and the fast of Ahlul Kitab, the people of book. This sahur, pre-dawn meal, take at least a sip of water if you cannot eat, because there is a blessing in taking sahur. The Prophet said that tasaharu fa inna fi sahuri barakah. There is blessing in taking sahur, and you should supplicate more and more and more. And you should note that the interval between your sahur and the call for Fajr prayer should be the interval of reciting at least 50 verses. This is what Anas bin Malik said. So we should be careful, and we should practice what is recommended. The Prophet said that we should make it late, taking your suhoor, while your iftar, your feast, you take it early. take your iftar before you go to prayer. This is what the Prophet ﷺ used to do. And you pray and supplicate more, because prayers are accepted at the time of iftar. So these are some of the things we should be doing in the month of Ramadan. And then any foul talk is not yours, as we said, and supplicate more and more and more and more. This is the verse that preceded the verses of fasting. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي أَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. This is why we are emphasizing on supplications. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us to witness the month of Ramadan, because there are people that we fasted together with last Ramadan. Today they are not with us. Even in this mosque, our late Imam was with us last Ramadan. The donor of this mosque was also with us. He even promised that he will attend Taraweeh with us this Ramadan. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took him. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our deceased, and may He bless us with witnessing the month of Ramadan. إنه ولي ذلك والقادر عليه. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.